1 million miles on one engine, no rebuild, no major repair, just oil changes and a Japanese V8 that Toyota over-engineered so badly it outlasted 3 sets of brakes, 2 transmissions, and the body of the car itself. Today we are counting down 5 Japanese engines that simply refuse to die. And number 1? It might be the greatest engine ever built. Japanese engines have dominated reliability rankings for decades, not by accident, by design philosophy. While European manufacturers were chasing horsepower numbers and American manufacturers were chasing displacement, Japanese engineers were asking a different question. How do we build something that lasts? Not something that impresses on a spec sheet. Not something that wins a magazine comparison test. Something that starts every morning. Something that survives neglect, abuse, and owners who think oil changes are optional. The result? A generation of engines so overbuilt, so understressed, so obsessively engineered that they routinely outlast the cars they are installed in. A 2025 IC Cars study found that the Toyota 4Runner has a 32.9% chance of reaching 250,000 miles. The industry average? 4.8%, almost 7 times higher. But not all Japanese engines are created equal. Some are good, some are great, and 5 of them are genuinely immortal. We are going worst to best, and I promise you, the jump from number 5 to number 1 will blow your mind. Number 5. The Nissan VQ35DE 3.5-liter V6. Before we even talk about mileage, this engine already earned its spot. The Nissan VQ engine family appeared on Ward's 10 Best Engines list 14 consecutive years, 1995 to 2008, 14 years in a row. No other engine family in history has done that. The VQ35DE specifically produces 270 to 300 horsepower depending on the application. You will find it in the 350Z, the Maxima, the Altima, the Pathfinder, the Murano, and the Infiniti G35. It is everywhere. And that is the point. This is not some exotic hand-built masterpiece. This is a mass-produced workhorse that Nissan put in everything from sports cars to family SUVs, and it just keeps going. Taxi operators in the US have long preferred VQ-powered Maximas because these engines handle extreme heat and long periods of idling without complaint. 200,000 miles is routine. 250,000 is common. 300,000 is documented. The VQ35 has one weakness. It drinks oil as it ages. Check the level regularly, and this engine will outlast your patience with the rest of the car. The interior will fall apart. The CVT might give up. But the VQ? The VQ just keeps spinning. 14 years as Engine of the Year is impressive. But number 4? Number 4 did not win awards. It just refused to stop running, for decades, in places that would kill any other engine. Number 4. The Toyota 22RE, 2.4-liter inline-4, produced from 1983 to 1995. And if you have ever wondered why old Toyota trucks sell for insane money, this engine is the answer. The 22RE powered the Toyota pickup, the Hilux, the 4Runner, and the Celica. In Africa, these trucks carried supplies through war zones. In the Middle East, they crossed deserts that would melt a German engine before lunch. In America, they became the truck that farmers, ranchers, and contractors trusted with their livelihood. 400,000 miles is not unusual. 500,000 is documented. Some owners claim the engine will do 1 million miles with nothing but oil changes and the occasional timing chain. The secret is dead simple: simplicity itself. The 22RE is an understressed engine with modest horsepower, between 105 and 116 horsepower depending on the year. It was never trying to impress anyone. It was trying to survive. No variable valve timing, no direct injection, no turbo. Just a cast iron block, a simple fuel injection system, and internals built with margins that most manufacturers would consider wasteful. Toyota did not build this engine to win races. They built it to win trust. And 40 years later, people are still paying premium prices for trucks powered by this engine. A clean Toyota pickup with a 22RE and a 5-speed manual now averages around $18,000 to $20,000. Pristine examples break $30,000. For a vehicle that originally cost less than $10,000 when new. The market does not lie. This engine earned every dollar of that valuation. So Toyota built the unkillable truck engine. Fair enough. But the next engine on our list comes from a company that took a completely different approach to immortality. They did not just build it tough, they built it to scream. Quick pause. If you appreciate engines that were built to last instead of built to a price point, hit subscribe. We cover the cars worth buying, the engines worth trusting, and the ones you should run from. Now, back to the countdown. Number 3. The Honda K-Series, K20 and K24. And this engine breaks the rules of this list in the best possible way. Because the K-Series is not some retired legend from the 90s, it is still in production, right now, in 2026. Honda introduced the K-Series in 2001, 25 years ago, and they are still building it. The current Civic Type R, Honda's flagship performance car, runs a K20C1. That is how good this platform is. The K20 is a 2-liter inline-4 with i-VTEC. The K24 is the 2.4-liter Big Brother. Both feature an aluminum block, DOHC, and Honda's legendary variable valve timing system that changes the engine's personality depending on how hard you push it. Below 6,000 RPM, it is a smooth, efficient commuter engine. Above 6,000, it transforms. The VTEC crossover point turns a family car into a weapon. And the reliability is absurd. A 2007 Honda CR-V with a K24 was documented at over 1 million miles. 1 million on a Honda 4-cylinder. Owners routinely report 225,000 miles with no major repairs. The K-Series just asks for oil changes and the occasional valve adjustment. That is it. You will find K-Series engines in the Civic Si, the Integra, the CR-V, the Accord, the TSX, and the Element. Honda put this engine in everything because it works in everything. It revs to 8,000 RPM in Type R form. It tows camping gear in the CR-V. It commutes silently in the Accord. And in all of them, it just keeps going. A Honda 4-cylinder that hit 1 million miles. A Toyota truck engine that runs for 500,000. But number 2? Number 2 is not just reliable. It is the most famous engine in tuning history. And the numbers are not even close. Number 2. The Toyota 2JZ, 3-liter inline-6, cast iron block, produced from 1991 to 2002. And this engine has a reputation so legendary that it has become a meme, a religion, and a financial asset all at the same time. The 2JZ came in 2 flavors. The naturally aspirated 2JZ GE and the twin-turbo 2JZ GTE. Both are phenomenally reliable. But the GTE is where the legend lives. From the factory, the 2JZ GTE made 320 horsepower in the Toyota Supra. Respectable. This is where the legend starts. The stock bottom end, the crankshaft, the connecting rods, the bearings, was so overbuilt that tuners have pushed it to 600-700 horsepower without changing a single internal part. Upgraded turbo, fuel system, and ECU, and you have a street-legal car making supercar power on an engine Toyota designed in the late 1980s. A car buzz teardown of a 2JZ GE with over 400,000 miles showed crankshaft bearings with only minor wear. The journals looked like they had another 400,000 in them. With a fully built bottom end, forged pistons, upgraded rods, the 2JZ has exceeded 1,000 horsepower, reliably, on pump gas. Every engine swap shop in America, Australia, South Africa, and the Middle East has put a 2JZ into something it was never designed for. BMWs, Nissan Z cars, Ford Mustangs, even a Mazda Miata. The 2JZ does not care what body it lives in. It just works, and works, and works. That is why clean Supras now sell for over $150,000. You are not paying for the car, you are paying for the engine. 700 horsepower on stock internals, 400,000 miles with minimal wear. And somehow the 2JZ is only number 2. Because number 1 did something even the 2JZ never did. It hit 7 figures. Number 1. The Toyota 1UZ 4-liter naturally aspirated V8, produced from 1989 to 2002. And this is the engine that Toyota built when someone told them money was no object. The 1UZ was designed for the original Lexus LS400, the car that was supposed to prove Japan could build a luxury sedan to rival Mercedes and BMW. Toyota knew they had one shot, so they did something insane. Before the engine ever went into production, Toyota tested prototypes for 1.67 million miles, 2.7 million kilometers, across icy roads in Northern Europe and sandstorms in Saudi Arabia. They did not test until it passed. They tested until they could not break it. The result? An all-aluminum quad-cam V8 with a 90-degree bank angle perfectly balanced to cancel out primary vibrations. Every component, the resin-coated pistons, the DOHC valve train, the oil delivery system, was designed to minimize stress, friction, heat, and noise. 250 horsepower, silky smooth, and essentially immortal. A 1996 Lexus LS400 hit 1 million miles on the original 1UZFE. No engine rebuild, no major repair. A journalist drove it past the 7-figure mark on the original internals, and when they checked the compression afterward, it was still within factory spec. Within spec, after 1 million miles. This engine came from an era when Toyota engineers were given access to the company bank account and told to build something that would last longer than they would. They succeeded. The 1UZFE might be the most reliable internal combustion engine ever put into a production car. Full stop. And you can buy one today in a Lexus LS400 or SC400 for $3,000 to $8,000. A million-mile V8 for the price of a used laptop. The best bargain in automotive history. Now, before you leave this video thinking every Japanese engine is bulletproof, there is one I need to warn you about. The Subaru EJ25 2.5-liter Boxer 4, found in the Impreza, the Forester, the Legacy, and the Outback. This engine has a reputation, and not the good kind. Head gasket failures are so common on the naturally aspirated versions that some mechanics consider it a scheduled maintenance item, not a repair, but an eventuality. The Turbo WRX and STI versions add ringland failure to the mix, where the piston literally breaks apart under boost. Oil consumption issues plague both variants. Subaru built wonderful cars around this engine. The symmetrical all-wheel drive system is brilliant. The Boxer layout gives a low center of gravity, but the EJ25 is the weak link in the chain. If you are shopping for a used Subaru, budget for a head gasket job. It is not a question of if, it is a question of when. I genuinely want to know. If you could only have one engine from this list for the rest of your life, which one would it be? The VQ35, the everyday V6 that won Engine of the Year 14 times? The 22RE, the truck engine that civilizations were built on? The K-Series, the modern VTEC that hit 1 million miles in a CR-V? The 2JZ, the tuner's dream that makes 1,000 horsepower and does not even flinch? Or the 1UZFE, the million-mile V8 that you can buy right now for less than a decent vacation? Drop your pick in the comments. And if you own any of these engines, tell me your mileage. I want to see the odometer photos. The 300,000-mile Maximas, the 500,000-mile Hiluxes, the K20 Civics that are still on their original clutch at 200,000. Those stories, that is what makes this community great. Japanese engineers built these engines to outlast everything. And the fact that we are still driving them, still tuning them, still arguing about which one is the greatest, that is the ultimate proof that they succeeded. Like this video if it changed how you think about reliability. Subscribe if you want more deep dives into the engines and cars that actually matter. Next week, we are covering the other side of this coin. 5 BMW engines that will drain your bank account and your will to live. You will not want to miss it. I will see you in the next one. Until then, drive smart, buy smarter.